But the argument that I'm making is it might not go my way, but he's getting stuff done. And for that, I think, to be fair, you have to give him props.
I think you've just hit I think this is the identity crisis that they have. I think it's just a collection of people that don't like Trump right now, right? The growth in the Democratic electorate is in the suburbs, wealthy suburbs. And so the growth of the Republican electorate has been in the working class exurbs, and actually in the working class, even in working class urban areas. But then when they try to message to their suburban voters, they've sort of lost touch with their working class roots.
All right, they're sounding pretty late to the game. That was CNN giving President Trump props up for getting stuff done. Former NBC host Chuck Todd saying Democrats are in trouble for being, quote, just a collection of people who don't like Trump right now. Not sure about the right now part. All Democrats have stood for the last 10 years is hating and wanting to jail President Trump. Joining us now from House Foreign Affairs, Congresswoman Maria Salazar. Congresswoman, we love having you back on. We need your brilliant mind on this. Why is the media suddenly waking up to find Democrats are a problem when they've been losing blue-collar voters to Trump for a long time?
Well, because I think that they are realizing that the president is hitting one victory after the other, and they do not know what they're going to do with the midterm elections in 26 and in 28 for the next president. I mean, I've always said that you do not have to make Trump your personal pastor or your marriage counselor. You need for him to be the CEO of the country and bring prosperity to the average American. And that's what he's doing. Okay. Period. And the Dems don't have anyone to counter-arrest or to even stand up to the guy.
Let's stick on that for a second. We got a big week of wins for Trump. Tax cuts, a trade deal framework with China. Canada just dropped its new 3% tax on digital services revenue to restart trade talks with Trump. Supreme Court stopped judges blocking Trump's policies with nationwide injunctions. Right. Ceasefire, Israel, Iran. More than 620,000 new jobs added since January. Business investment is accelerating. Optimism is coming back. The benchmark 10-year Treasury yield down, below 4.3%. That's good for consumer borrowing. So what do you make of the Democrats' choice to run New York City? Communist Zohran Mamdani. What would you say to New Yorkers about communism?
And you forgot on that list about Iran, that we bombed the out of them, and now they're coming to the table. Well, it's important to. Well, Mamdani, it goes to show you that unfortunately the Democratic Party has been infiltrated by the left, that the young white Americans do not have a point of reference like my community has. I'm the daughter of political refugees, first-generation American.
From Cuba, right?
Cubans lost that. Yeah, of course. And Cubans thought that democratic socialism was going to be paradise. It was wonderful on theory, but it's miserable in practice. And the problem is that the New Yorkers, high-end, believe that this gentleman is going to really solve the social problems. They drank the Kool-Aid, just like the Cubans 60 years ago and the Venezuelans 25 years ago. And we always know what's the end result, that you have misery, exile, oppression, and then the only good thing that I've been hearing is that the New Yorkers are going to continue coming to Florida. We don't have enough highways for everybody that wants to come from New York City to Miami. But that is what we're going to be experiencing. And I am so upset. I'm so upset because the New York City, the #1 capital in the world, the center of commerce, of entertainment, of arts, look what's going to happen. Let's hope someone stops this guy. Democratic socialism is a fraud. It doesn't matter what you put in front of it, democratic or pragmatic or sympathetic. It doesn't matter. It's socialism. Capitalism, free market, democracy, liberty, that's what works.
Congresswoman Salazar, you always bring it. Thank you so much. Always wonderful to see you again. Thanks for joining us.